Every donut shop on the planet sells a ring of dough with a gap in the center, and most people have never stopped to ask why. The hole is not decoration. It is the reason the donut works at all. The donut did not start with a hole. Dutch settlers brought a fried pastry to New Amsterdam in the early 1600s called an oliekoek, oil cake, balls of sweet dough dropped straight into hot fat. No glaze, no sprinkles, no ring shape. Washington Irving described them in 1809 as balls of sweetened dough fried in hog's fat. Round, dense, eaten across America for over 2 centuries. With a problem nobody had figured out. The problem was the center. When you drop a thick ball of dough into hot oil, the outside cooks fast. The heat hits the surface, the crust browns. And if you leave it long enough to cook the middle through, the outside burns. Pull it early and the center is raw dough, indigestible in a way that is hard to disguise. Imagine biting into something that looks done on the outside and hitting cold, dense, uncooked dough in the middle. That was the standard. Early cooks tried stuffing the center with nuts or fruit, something that did not need to cook. It got around the problem. Nobody solved it. The fix came from a 15-year-old sailor named Hanson Crockett Gregory from Rockport, Maine. In 1847, on a sea voyage, he was eating one of these dense fried blobs when the raw center bothered him enough to do something about it. According to Gregory himself, in a Boston Post interview years later, he took the top of a round tin pepper box and punched a hole straight through the middle of the dough before it went into the oil. The result cooked evenly, all the way through. He showed the technique to his mother, who started selling them around town. Word spread fast. Gregory went on to become a sea captain and helped spread the ring-shaped donut as he sailed to ports around the world. Here is what the hole does. Removing the center reduces the thickness of the dough at its densest point. Thinner dough means heat from the oil reaches every part at roughly the same time. The ring shape also increases surface area in contact with oil, so the whole donut fries at a consistent rate. You get an even cook all the way through without burning the outside while the center catches up. A filled donut solves the same problem through careful temperature control. The hole removes the problem entirely. The geometry does what the oil and heat alone cannot. In 1947, Rockport put up a small monument at Gregory's birthplace for the 100th anniversary of his invention. The National Bakers Association officially recognized him as the inventor of the donut hole in 1948. Dunkin' Donuts opened in Quincy, Massachusetts in 1950, the same town where Gregory was buried. When the chain learned in 1982 that his grave had no headstone, they paid for one. The cutout dough did not go to waste. Dunkin' introduced Munchkins in the early 1970s, selling the cutout circles as a separate product of their own. The US alone now produces around 10 billion donuts every year. The ring shape is now the global standard. All of it traces back to one teenager on a ship who got annoyed by raw dough and punched a hole in it. He fixed breakfast. The rest took care of itself. If this one surprised you, hit subscribe. Fact Found TV covers the engineering and history hiding in ordinary things. New videos every week.